Alrighty guys, well, I'll give you guys a little update. Drew figured out what the issue was with the Miata. The cam ankle sensor's O-ring was like leaking hot oil or just oil onto this rubber hose, the water hose right there, and which in turn made it pop, or has like a big leak in it. So that's basically what happened. Still could have been very, very bad for the car in the long haul, so I'm glad that Jaron pulled over on the side of the road and we can get it fixed. So got a new O-ring, got a new hose, and this thing's gonna be back on the road. Before we get going, this video is brought to you by EKOVE, and we'll talk to you about them here in a minute. We've got tons going on in the shack, honestly, so I don't really do New Year's resolutions. I think you should just like work on yourself all year long. But one thing I kinda wanna do this year is just film more. I've gotten in the habit of only filming like 3 or 4 days worth of progress and making a very full video, but sometimes it's just like, I kinda wish I would upload more, so I'm gonna try and do that. I've also just got tons of content coming. To give you a little sneak peek, we've got a K24. I'm not gonna talk too much about that. My RB is about to get reassembled. We're just gonna save this 2JZ. The R33 is coming along. Drew is working on the manifold for the Evo, but we need some tools for that, so I can talk about that later. This car, waiting on the front bumper. I was going to do either the Civic or the IS300 driving video today, but it's very cold and I need some grip. I've got slicks for the Supra and I really wanted to drive that too, but you know, when it's 30 something degrees, it's kind of useless to do that. So what I really want to do, and this has been kind of put off for a while, I really want to film and get the Supra, the Mark III Supra, the abandoned Supra. I want to get the engine in. So we have a 2JZ GE, the NAT right here. We're going to go ahead and knock that out today. I will show you guys some clips of what I did about a month or two, maybe a month and a half ago, maybe longer. I took the trans out, I actually washed it like crazy, then I cleaned the engine bay out and actually painted the engine bay. Was gonna make a video about that, but I had so much going on at the time, I just didn't edit that. There you go, you get a nice little recap of what happened. I've got the W58 that came with the Mark III. I got this off of eBay. This is a 2JZ to this is a 2JZ bell housing basically. It goes onto the W58. So we got a nice fresh tray. This is the old transmission that came in the car. It was so ugly. It was so ugly when it came out. So we got that. And we even got the LSZ back. Like we got so much stuff to do. I'm waiting on some stuff for the Z though, or for the LS. Wow. A lot of stuff. Oh yeah. We've also, big shout out to Tweaked Performance. Tweaked makes very good wiring harnesses. If you guys have a JZ car especially, I think that's really all he specializes on these days, but he makes JZ swap harnesses for you name the chassis, he could probably make it. But Cam I've known him for a long time. He worked with me on my SC300 back in the day for the 1JZ swap. He worked with us on the, what harness did he? Oh, the IS300. The IS300's from him. And so we've got this harness now as well. We can unbox that, maybe get that done. But let's go ahead and start working on the abandoned Mark III. You not having fun over there, Drew?
Yeah, lots of fun. It's stuck.
Uh-oh. Today's video is brought to you by EKOVE. I've worked with these guys for a very long time now, and I've had hundreds of you guys tell me how much you absolutely love your EKOVE products. So I've been talking to you guys about the EKOVE Split for a really long time now. It is a speaker that splits in half, has 2 drivers that are directional, and each side has a subwoofer. These are able to be really far apart, and you're able to be pretty far away from these. This is a perfect way for you guys to be in your garage, your shop, or just in a room, listening to music, chilling, listening to music. Take it from me, you don't have to spend tons of money to get a really, really good speaker. They actually have new colors and a bunch of different varieties you guys can choose from now, but it's still the same good old Split that you guys know. So many of you guys have gotten one with my discount and let me know how great it is. I'm so glad you like it, but it really truly is the best bang for your buck on the market. Since it is the new year, if you guys have a workout resolution, especially if you're working out at home, one of the best ways to continue that kind of drive, one of the best ways to keep that going is to listen to some music, listen to a podcast or whatever it is. If you guys use the code EKOVE in the link I've got for you in the description, you guys can save up to 67% off And that's site-wide. It doesn't have to be just the split, but that can save you a bunch of money on any EKOVE products site-wide. But the split is an amazing way to have some immersive sound in the garage. Thank you so much to EKOVE for being a big supporter over the years, and thank you guys for supporting them. If you haven't tried them out yet, go to EKOVE, use that discount code, and give them a shot. It really is amazing and the best bang for your buck on the market right now. Thanks to EKOVE for sponsoring. Let's get back to the video. Here he goes. We're doing it, boys. It's gonna do it. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. World record startup time. I'll have Civic content soon as well. We've had to do some stuff to this car, but something mad, something fun. Now I've got to get the Evo on the lift. I kind of broke the exhaust. Let's get the Miata off. Am I high centering right now? I think I'm high centered. Oh, no, we're good. Would you look at that? Yeah! It's cold. Oh, those E85 starts are getting rougher every day. 30 degrees plus ethanol is not the easiest startup, boys and girls. Apologize in advance, my gimbal's not charged today. It's probably almost getting charged, but you're gonna have some shakiness. Unlike normal for these days, it's a two monster kind of day. I guess I wanna show you guys, Drew's actually off at the parts store right now. We crushed one of the gaskets on one of the intake manifold pieces, so he's got to do that before. It's very hard to get the intake manifold on and off. Little hack for NAT stuff. If you're boosting a 2JZ GE that doesn't come with a union bolt that has an oil pressure switch in it, you can buy the entire housing from an IS300 with that union bolt for less than you can actually buy the union bolt for, or you can tap it yourself, whatever. But the union bolt is this little thing. It goes all the way into the engine. It has an NPT tapped outlet for oil pressure, but we'll take the oil pressure switch off and put oil, high pressure, to the turbo. I actually ordered a different turbo. This one's way too big, and it's like just, it touches the exhaust manifold. I got a VS Racing. I just got something inexpensive from Summit, so whatever there. I wanted to show you guys, I have a lot of updates for you guys. I really need to film more often because I have a lot of things to show you, and I usually just put them on Instagram stories, but I'm gonna try and be better about filming. My Carbon TI is hurting. The hanger fell off while I was driving, and I'm big sad now. I'm really sad, but we're just gonna turn it upside down. You won't see it ever again. A little bit of a bummer. We've also got a clutch and everything coming for the, I've actually got all the hardware kit coming and a clutch for the 350Z, so that should be running soon. Let's go ahead and start up my Supra, get it out of the way, so we can make some room and get the other Supra down. Oh shoot. What the heck? Oh, dude, I just charged this thing for like an hour. RIP. It's kind of the caveat to owning so many cars is stuff just happens all the time. Like regular maintenance stuff. If your goal is to have a lot of cars, you better either be able to afford to pay somebody to do the maintenance, or you better have a lot of time on your hands. But if you have that much time on your hands, you're probably gonna have to work, so you're gonna have to pay somebody anyways. Let's get her down, boys. Most professional job in the world? Absolutely not. Better than Mako? Yes. I super deep cleaned the engine bay with a bunch of Griot's products, and then I went ahead and I just spray painted it, and didn't get any overspray anywhere. Made sure everything was nice and beautiful. Oh, I forgot to take this tape off. Look at that, dude. It's just to give you guys an update. Oh, I gotta put this, I forgot I had this like stock wheel on. To give you guys an update on what's going on, I finally got my fender from that guy off eBay. It took forever to ship it, but I got it. I need to replace this bunk fender. I kind of beat the hell out of this fender because I knew I was gonna have to replace it anyways. And I also have the taillight conversion. I finished up the taillight conversion. I also have a body kit coming, and I don't know actually where that is. It's been a long time since I ordered it, and I thought they shipped it, so I should actually probably check Instagram, or I should probably message them. Aside from that, I've really just kind of kept this thing really high on the lift for a little while. It's been out of the way. I have not been really focusing on this thing, but I am pretty excited to get this thing on the road. What an interesting journey this car has been, but let's go ahead. We are going to today put the JZ in the car. I'm actually waiting on the guy who sold me this, like took off all of the components that I actually needed. So he's giving them to me sometime soon. Not this video. Oh yeah, I also didn't tell you about this, but we did the rear sump conversion. That's something you always have to do for Supras. The IS300s have a front sump, so do GS300s and stuff like that. So that rear sump conversion, all that stuff was just purchased off eBay, and I got some solid mounts, some solid engine mounts. We've got a clutch from ACT. Once Drew gets back here, we'll go ahead and start putting in this JZ in the car.
A few moments later.
And it's on its own weight, ladies and gents. Let's go ahead and just test her in there. We need to special order those gaskets, unfortunately, so we might have to take it back out, but we're not gonna like bolt it down. But let's go ahead and get it in there. I've gotta make sure that we kind of want to evaluate what all space we have to work with.
Back towards the firewall.
Okay.
And we're gonna go back.
Look how good a JZ looks in these Mark IIIs. Wanted to put this in so that we could measure all the stuff that's in here. There's a lot of room in this bay. Maybe a little bit bigger than the IS, maybe not, I don't know. Looks like this brake booster is so big on this car that I'm gonna have to, you said Chase Base makes one?
Yeah, brake booster delete.
Oh my, I just gave everybody
I
a
assume
stroke.
they make one. They make it for just about every other track.
Okay. We've definitely got to get those O-rings figured out, which is not a huge deal. I think we did figure that out a little bit. We got it. Anyways, in the meantime, like we have the fuel rail, we have the injectors, we have everything for the car. Pretty soon we'll move on to like the interior and stuff like that. We need to get all the accessories and stuff like that on, but now we can actually look at where we can run the, like now that actually is kind of perfect. We could just do that battery relocation, Drew, and just run a huge intercooler pipe right down.
Yeah, it's gonna be real similar to the IS.
Yeah, like almost identical. Looks good. We'll have a new turbo. So this, like I said, this compressor housing is really small. I don't even remember what VS Racing, I think it's like a 67, 60 something, I don't know.
67, 66, I think.
Decent size for a JZ. These things make a lot of torque. But we've already got a lot of the essentials done. We've got the oil drain kind of tapped already, but we're gonna have to figure out maybe some, do you think that's actually, that needs to be relocated or like angled or anything?
No, I think like a 45, and then we'll have enough room for the actual fitting to go on for the hose.
Money. It looks like we have tons of room under the car too, way more than the IS maybe. Yeah, damn, that's pretty cool. And so now the next part is just to get the flywheel, which I got a new flywheel, just a new OE spec, JZ flywheel, and then the clutch, and then the transmission on, and that's really as simple as that goes. I wanna make sure that we don't need to take the engine back out first, so we'll have to wait on that. Just so you guys get a little 2JZ love this video. Woohoo! Sir! I'm sure my neighbors are so happy. We're about to re-pour our, basically our whole drive, no, not our whole driveway. All of this right here. I need to get the IS300 right so I can do some good old donies or something. Or maybe my Supra too. My Supra does have a welded diff. Maybe, or even the freaking BRZ. I could do some skids in the BRZ if the traction control disables correctly. The only thing left we have on that Supra, I forgot to show you this, but we actually did fit the intake manifold. We don't have to do the brake booster delete, thank God. I really didn't have to do that. We did fit it, we just need a few different miscellaneous parts, and then once we start doing fab stuff, we'll just continue from there. But they did ship my ECU today. We got a Link ECU coming. Like I said, we've got a tweaked harness. We'll install that in another video, but big thanks to Tweaked.
He was staring at me and I just shook my head.
Anyways, big thanks to Tweaked and Link, we have Link coming, and then also Advanced Clutch. I'm very happy we're this close to that car running. I emailed Shine Auto, and apparently UPS or FedEx lost my package almost 2 months ago, and I have not gotten an update since. So I was supposed to have my body kit 2 months ago, and this is what happens. This is my life. Trying to look into that. I hope they don't have to make another kit because it takes like 20 weeks. So I'm not trying to wait 3 more months to get my body kit that I was supposed to have 2 months ago, but it is what it is. Each day I make a video, I give you guys daily advice. Sorry, I was looking at something on the gimbal. I just want to tell you guys that in order to have a successful life, I mean, it's just a little tip on success here. Everybody thinks that you got to be go, 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 go. That's not a bad thing, but you have to learn to find rest. You have to learn to rest. You got to have some quiet time. You've got to be able to slow down. If you're always exhausted and if you're always at your peak, there's no way to raise that ceiling anymore. Focus on spending time with the ones that love you and the ones that you love. No matter how much money you make, it doesn't matter in the end. What matters is how you treat people and what you do with your resources here on Earth. But find rest. Find rest. Find a way to not just go, go, go. It's healthy to work a lot, but not to the point where it puts you in a hospital or it ends your life early. You guys have an amazing day. I love you guys so much. Catch you guys next video. Peace. Hey, I got 2 videos for you guys to watch. Helps me a ton if you watch those, but also if you subscribe and turn those notifications on. Turn those notifications on. I don't want to tell you again. I'm going to tell you again either way, though, because I'm used to saying it. Have a great day.